Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, it's time for a new arena run, and I can't believe it. It's Paladin time again already, because I just played Hunter, and there isn't another choice, unfortunately. It only gave me 2 class choices. So, what do we get to start off with? Oh, we got the young priestess, who was very overpowered with some other paladins I played against. There's a certain card that creates a kind of bullshitty sort of start position. The Sun Fury Protector, also very good. I mean, I can give one of my tokens Taunt and something else too. I don't know, that Demolisher is pretty kick-ass, though. It's kind of like a 3-4 for 3, except that 2 of its damage is, on one hand, uncontrollable, but on the other hand, ignores Taunt and doesn't require this thing to get hurt, like attacking a creature. So, I think I'm going to take the Demolisher, because it's smashier. It's got Demolish right in the name. Raid Leader, I am a Paladin, so Raid Leader's a little bit better than usual, but, this is a pretty crappy weapon. I mean, this is a good first turn play, I think, but that's basically it. Second turn, you'd be making a token or something, and later in the game, this just doesn't do enough to be worth taking damage to your face, you know? It's not good. Brewmaster's pretty strong. There are so many Battlecry things out there, and he has a decent size himself. So, I know the Raid Leader combos with the tokens, but you can't assume that you're going to have that many tokens alive. So he's going to give a couple points of surprise damage, but for 3, yeah, he's not that great. I'm going to take the Brewmaster. Humility, yeah. In Constructed, I don't use this at all for Paladins. It's not even close. There's so much good stuff. But I don't know what I'm going to get. Later on, I might wish I'd taken the Humility because I won't have any removal stuff. But, you know what? I'm going to get the Iron Beak Owl. Because Silence is kind of removal. Okay, I didn't take the other guy that combos with having a lot of guys, but I'm going to take the Frostwolf Warlord, because he's at least a 4-4 for 5. He's almost always going to be at least a 5-5, and sometimes better. I am going to miss the Acid Ooze, but he's good stuff. Even the Farseer could be good if I had Paladin buffs, but I don't have any yet, and normally he sucks, I think. Frost Elemental, Raptor, obviously inferior to the Fairy Dragon, unless you are actually a hunter. Even if you're a druid, you don't really have a use for the beast keyword. It's really just hunters. Frost Elemental is good size. It's okay for, arena, but I think I'm going to go with the Fairy Dragon. Why not? It's pretty good open. Hey! It's some actual Paladin spells! The things that you play Paladin in order to get. Now, actually, what do I take? Hammer of Wrath or Consecration? Hammer of Wrath is so good because you draw a card, but I'm going to take the Consecration because I hate not having them. Man, I get the choice again. That's much harder. Do I want to take another Consecration because it's awesome? Do I want to spread it out? Sorry, having some kind of malfunction there. Oh, that is tough. This is probably dumb, but I'm going to spread it out. Hammer replaces itself in your hands. Very good. Blessing of Might, pretty good. Argent Protector, overpowered. We like him. You're okay, Fatty. You're not even that great. True Silver Champion is amazing. Keep giving me all these, super good Paladin cards. We got a... This is my standard rare. We get the Aldor Peacekeeper. Divine Favor. See, this thing can be very strong, right? If you can engineer the situation where your opponent has more cards, this will draw you, a bunch of cards. And you should be able to find a way to draw... at some point in the game, you should be able to use this to draw 1 or 2 cards. Because once you play it, it's not counting itself, right? But I can't pass up an Aldor Peacekeeper. I don't know. He's so good. The other thing is actually good, but it seems kind of finicky, and I don't want to mess with it. Stormpike Commando, you don't kill as well as True Silver Champion. And you cost more. Noble Sacrifice is really good. It's super mega ultra taunt. It's the best taunt ever, sort of. Although it dies in 1 hit. But there's nothing they can do to stop it, generally. Unless they're a hunter with flair. That's the only thing. They can decoy it on something else, but it also it leaves some doubt, like it could be something else. It just always is Noble Sacrifice versus Paladin Secret. But Harvest Golem is super strong. I think I'm going to stick with the strategy of just taking like the strongest cards wherever possible, which is why I'm even taking a third True Silver Champion. It's possible to have too many weapons, and it's tried to give me so many weapons here. I'm only halfway through. I would be happy to have a fourth Hammer of Wrath or a fourth Consecration. Fourth True Silver Champion might be too much. On the other hand, I don't like Humility that much, and this is crap, so... Plus, it's another weapon, so it would be the same problem, only worse. Grizzly or Crusader? Yeah, we'll take the Crusader. It's more Paladin-y. It's often better, but there are different situations. You don't know what you're going to run into in advance. So, Redemption is interesting. You can manipulate this thing. This is the other Paladin secret that I kind of like. You can manipulate it somewhat, right? Because you can play this right before making a trade with one of your guys. And then, yeah, it comes back with 1 health. I don't even know if it triggers battle cries. I'm guessing it doesn't, but I don't know. On the other hand, this will just, this will protect it. This will do the same thing, but better. So, actually, yeah, why am I even looking at stupid, crappy secrets? Yeah, you can play this and it'll work on your opponent's turn, they'll kill your creature and it'll come back, but, no, that's not controllable. They can waste it. And this is much better. I could take the Tidehunter. I mean, it's a pretty good creature, but yeah, I think I'm going to take the Hand of Protection. I think that's stronger. It often lets you just, protect a creature and then kill something without losing your creature. Wolf Rider, he's removal, right? He can come out and hit something as a surprise. But I'm going for as efficient as possible with the creatures. And I already have all these True Silver Champions to kill things with. Now, that's a question. Would I rather have... the spell damage would be okay, too, but it's not going to win out. Another Shattered Sun Cleric. So this is a pretty good third turn play, right? You go second turn token, third turn give your token +1. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. When you start buffing other things, it can be pretty dangerous. I don't have any taunt yet, I don't think. The Tauren Warrior is decent taunt. I mean, I love the 2-cost guy who's the same thing without taunt. He has taunt for 1 more. I don't know. It's hard to manipulate. I'm going to take another Shattered Sun Cleric. Why not? Repentance! This thing is bad. Don't take it. The taunt would be good, but the Warlord is so much more aggressive. I have a lot of stuff for killing creatures, but you know what? I don't have any taunt yet. I'm going to take this guy, even though I think the Warlord is better, just in terms of balancing things out. Oh, this is a pain in the rear. Okay, look. I don't think I'm going to have enough spells for the Mana Addict. It's fine. I don't need that. It's not a permanent bonus, right? It's only until end of turn. Abomination is fantastically amazing, super good. But I keep getting him in, Paladin or Shaman, who are the guys who have all these weak creatures, and I control when I play him. He'd still be good, but it just feels like it's not as good. The other possibility, the Pint-Sized Summoner, who is super fragile, but if you put her out and your opponent doesn't kill her, it accelerates your mana curve in a way that can be very crazy. If she's your second turn play, or you can start doing silly things. Not that I have that many 4-cost minions. I have all this 4-cost Paladin stuff, which is great. Not complaining. Might start complaining if I get more True Silver Champions and not more of the other ones, but that's mostly just because I'm whiny about this stuff. And also because I got burned that other time. You're too fragile, you die all the time. There's a really good payoff if you put her out and she doesn't die, but no, I'm going to take the Abomination. He's probably going to sit in my hand, but in the right situation, he can do great things. So, Wolf Rider has Surprise. The Warlord is fat, but you know what? I have 4 True Silver Champions. This is usually going to be a 6/3 for 2. I can just save her until she is. Archer can shoot something, but it's weak. Shield Bearer... He can protect some of the other stuff, so I can, like, do more damage with the Fairy Dragon or the Bloodsail Raider or something like that. I don't know. The Archmage is... I just don't like the Archmage that much, but I think I'm going to take him because I don't have that much stuff in the fat department. I do have a bunch. I do have a few... Not even a bunch. I have a couple damage dealing spells. Hopefully I'll get more, but I probably won't. But I'm going to take him anyway because he's fatter. We're going to take the surprise damage. I've come to respect them a lot more. I knew for a while that they were good and I still didn't take them, but now I've gotten addicted to like that. You have that 5 damage in your hand to just surprise kill your opponent. I think I have enough things now that'll work with the Youthful Brewmaster. I think I'm going to take this. I've got the Peacekeeper, the Argent Protector, the Ironbeak Owl, and Scarlet Crusader would get her bubble back. All these Shattered Sun Clerics, and then some other stuff that doesn't work as well. But whatever. Even the bigger guys, they can get back a lot of hit points from doing this, although it's expensive. I still don't think you're good. You're kind of efficient and rushy and would work well with Paladin, but I gotta take the Silver Hand Knight because he's really good. It's like 6/6 worth of stats for 5. I should probably take the Bluegill because of his efficient, like, charging, like, instant killing power, but no, I'm gonna take the Bloodsail Raider because I have 4 freaking swords! We're getting close to the end and I just got a bonus rare. Now, I don't have that many spells to trigger off the Violet Teacher, so she's like a pretty subpar Yeti for my deck. Questing Adventurer, I mean, you can work them up. I definitely don't have stuff that combos well with them, but you can still manipulate them to work well sometimes. This is expensive, but it is geometric. This is doubling their power. So if you play this on something big, like say if I got a decent-sized Frostwolf Warlord, 6/6 or 7/7, this would double that to, like, 14, 16 damage, whatever. At least 10 damage, probably. Same thing, I could double this to 10 damage. He'd be 8, he'd be 10. I can't double the Rocketeer because I can't cast Novelist in one turn, and there's no way the Rocketeer is living long enough to do it twice, although it can happen. You can also double a Bloodsail Raider and get 12 damage that way. If one of those if a True Silver Bloodsail Raider survives. I think I'm going to take the Blessed Champion, even though I don't have that many things that increase their power, because obviously it goes crazy if you have Blessing of Might or Blessing of Kings. You play the other blessing first, then you double it, then it's like, it's like the Priest combo. It's like you just explode things. Out of these, the most efficient one, I'm going to say, is the Bear. The Taunt is good. And this is my... No, this is a bonus rare. This is only card 28. I've only got 28 cards. This is number 29. I've got one more rare coming, so that's another bonus rare. And we're definitely taking the Sunwalker, because he's the one out of these guys that's most likely to get 2 for 1 or better. And we got Light Warden. I don't really have the healing. Well, no. This is when any character is healed, not minions like the Northshire Cleric. This triggers every time I hit something with my True Silver Champion. Now, she's only got 2 health, so she's usually just going to die before she can do anything. But, like, I can play her, attack with the True Silver Champion, and then it's a 3/2 for 1. And then if I attack with this sword again the next turn, she's got 5 attack. It's not bad. On the other hand, I hate this guy's drawback, but he's like surprise damage for later in the game, and he can also kill something important. You definitely, he's a 3-cost card, but you're not playing him early. You're playing him later in the game. As much as you can do stuff with her, this guy is already 4 attack. She takes 2 heals to get above that, and he's got charge. And yeah, his drawback's bad, but if you have 10 mana already, his drawback's nothing. And I don't have that much expensive stuff anyway, so I'm going to take him. And that's our Paladin. It's not really how I like a Paladin to be, but it has a lot of efficient creasers, and it's got some combo going on with the Bloodsails and the swords, and it has 4 True Silver Champions. Some people are going to be complaining. Now, you do take damage if you're killing everything with your face, but the True Silver Champion, it basically gives you 2 points of armor every time you attack with it. With some bizarre, rare exceptions. This is pretty good. I guess I won't mess with it. I could get more expensive stuff. These are pretty good starting things. Although I don't really want to play the Bloodsail Raider without a sword, if I can. There are 4 swords in here. I'm going first. Don't have the stupid young priestess to combo with him, which is a pretty obnoxious start that I ran into. Ah, fascinating. Okay, what's my opponent going to do here? Anything? Or not anything? Not anything. Ah, another sword. This is going to happen a lot. I'm going to get backed up on swords.
Reporting for duty.
If he just kung fu's this, it's not the end of the world. It's just buying time. I don't even know if it's really allergies. It's just like frequently runny nose. That's all. I'm amazed it didn't come up until fairly recently in the videos. Okay, dude, what you doing? That was a lot of thinking just to kung fu my poor paladin here. It is pretty annoying because that's like an ideal use of his power because he's not actually taking damage from it. Whereas a 2-mana 2/2 or something, it would have actually hurt him. We're gonna make another dude.
Reporting for duty.
I could put him out, he'd be bigger, but he wouldn't be using his ability. At this point, we're probably looking at sword next. It'd be like sword, kill something, then Bloodsail Raider, and should be able to Bloodsail and then bubble her the same turn, which would kick ass. And then after that, potentially Brewmaster the Protector, and then bubble something else. Not the same turn, but this is way too far in advance. It's never going to work out that nicely. But it sure seems nice. You know, you have to have plans so they can be ruined. It's actually just what happens when you don't learn the lessons of the Dark Knight. Heath Ledger Joker. Okay, he's behaving in a predictable fashion, and it is fine. Not doing anything I should be concerned about. Oh, where were you last turn? That would have been awesome. Oh well. Good chunk.
Justice.
Good.
Job's done.
It's almost a waste doing it like that. I'm starting to wonder, maybe I should just play the Brewmaster first. Get a 5/4 out there my opponent has to deal with. A Fairy Dragon! Wow, I can kill that and take 1 damage, that's fine. Actually, it heals 2 first, so I'm only going to heal the 1 from the Kung Fu, really. But that's okay. Because we've got stuff going on. Stuff like this. And this. Such that it doesn't bother me too much that I'm going to end up at 27 after doing this. Heck, I'm still ahead of him in life. Well, we're tied. Armor is the same as life. The only time it's ever different, really, is, I guess, if you were, like... No, the only time it's ever different is just if you've got the warrior thing. Does that. Okay. If she lives long enough, I'm gonna totally, like, Brewmaster bounce her and then replay her with the bonus again and be like, yeah, take that. But in the meantime, it's gonna be True Silver Champion and kill this dude.
What?
I think that's what's going on. Consecration, that'll be nice to have, but yeah. Yep. Because this wouldn't kill it, so
For justice. This is my responsibility.
And we get a dude.
Reporting for duty.
I'm so used to playing with, like, priest and rogue. When this works out nicely, it feels so good. Now, the only reason it's feeling out so good is my opponent is doing less stuff than I have sword uses to handle, but... Ooh. Don't like that. My opponent is now way ahead in mana, which is bad. And coining out something 4 cost, and doing what? Aw, don't do that. Don't blow her up. She had a bright future ahead of her. Boo. Okay, well, I can't, like, recycle her the way I wanted to. And I've actually got to save the use on my sword now, because I don't have another one yet. So I can play the Archmage, but he's kind of lame. I think what we want to do is attack with this guy first.
My responsibility.
Then Brewmaster him up.
On your tab.
I could bubble the Brewmaster, but it's going to use my mana more efficiently to drop the Crusader. I'll take the risk that something happens to the Brewmaster in the meantime. Opponent has a few more cards than I do, and more mana now, but I've got a lot of shit going on. I have a lot of junk out here. Oh, Spell Power Wrath. I was wondering what was going on. I was brain failure. I haven't seen an Ogre Magi in so long, I forgot what was going on. Alright. Wow, you were really... I've seen people take so much damage trying to kill these things with weapons. It's insanity. You don't really want to be doing that. Okay. We've got options here. Could Consecrate. If I Consecrate, I'm going to be wanting to bubble her so she can kill that. I don't want to take the 4 from him, really. Does seem like a pretty good option. On the other hand, I could like play the Archmage and Consecrate later. But I gotta kill him now. So when I just take the 4 minus 2, so I'd be taking 2 to kill him. And play the Archmage, but then this guy will kill her, which is kind of lame. If I Consecrate and then bubble and then I just make a token, that's basically all I do. But that seems like a pretty good turn. I'll probably regret wasting this later on, but it does hurt my opponent too.
Not on my watch.
Join or die.
Reporting for duty.
If he uses AoE damage on this force, it'd be unfortunate if he like swipes him or something, but it wouldn't be the end of the world because they're all pretty scrubby sort of guys individually. I don't like what his plans for that might be. If he's planning to Mark of Nature that or whatever. Mark of +4 attack.
Fight, maggot.
That's weird. Given that you have this guy in play, I'm surprised that you would want to play him first. I guess it makes sense if you're going to do that, but yeah, okay. He is making me feel bad about the Consecrate. So what can we do? I can't play this and Hammer of Wrath, unfortunately. Or is the pity?
I wonder.
So I need the 4 mana to Hammer of Wrath this guy. This guy's got a date with him. I guess I can take 4 minus 2 to sword this thing. Trade her and the sword. Take it out. So you have a backup sword now.
Let me think.
Then Hammer of Wrath this guy and stuff. I'm gonna Hammer of Wrath him first and see what I draw. Wait a second. You can attack that with her and her and him, and then Hammer of Wrath this, and then I sword him and I take 1 less damage. Ah. That's smarter. So yeah, let's Hammer of Wrath this guy. See if I draw anything spectacular. I don't see how. He's pretty spectacular, but yeah, I don't think that changes much.
Or die.
The battle for justice.
You know what? He's actually pretty darn good. I'm going to play him,
Attend me.
and given how strong he is, I'm going to trade this and just get rid of that. So my opponent has no cards. I have 4 cards. My opponent has less life than me, and I've got 6 damage worth of creatures in play. Enjoy! This is a pretty dominant situation. Yeah, that's really not what I was worried about. And Ironwood would be pretty annoying at that point, but yeah, that's fine. You do that. Go crazy. Okay, step 1. Can I kill him this turn? Because yes, we're getting into that range. He has 18 hit points. I can do 4, 8, 12. We're getting close to being able to just blow him out of the water. But no, that's not the case. So
I wonder.
I think I'm going to take time out and kill this guy with him. Save the sword for a surprise and just deploy more forces this turn, I think. So I can kill him, and I can get out my Archmage and the Harvest Golem. I am losing 4 damage by not having a sword out to attack this turn now. Yeah, you know what? I don't need the Harvest Golem that badly. Let's just do this. Let's just do the obvious thing.
Are you ready for this? For justice. To battle.
I can afford the no damage I take because True Silver Champion is awesome. And you are now pretty low, and you have to stop a lot of stuff. That does not stop a lot of stuff. He thinks he might have another turn, but he is to draw his like Ironwood or whatever, but he is so wrong. I guess he's not wrong by all that much, but still so wrong. Oh, I'm a jerk. I can't help myself.
The frost wolves stand ready. To battle for justice.
The sword is really efficient. So as much as I might have preferred 4 Consecrates or something, there's a strong argument to be that the sword might actually be better. Like, it's really good. And we'll find out how much better it can be next time. Put the hammer down on that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.